We got Chi Weaver, Leica, Nesca, Pika, and Silas. Oh, you look like a guildie. You have the same name as my guildie. We also got Remurka here. We got Silva, Zabbix, Arsonist, and Mizik. Good luck and have fun, boys. Somebody asked about the rules, so I wanted to introduce everybody before we go over the rules. The rules are, it's a duel. It's treated like a duel. It's a 1v1. You can't go next until your partner dies. As soon as your partner dies, you can go for an honor duel or just get right in there, dude, and clap them out while you have the advantage. Either way works for me, man. Stealthy's battle stealth unless you're dueling. Druid's battle form unless you're dueling. Warlock Hellstones can be shared. Priest buffs can be shared. Warrior buff can be shared. Mage buff can be shared. Paladin keep your buffs to yourselves. That's about it. There's got to be an opener by Nesca actually going for a bit of a Phantom Knights to find Mizik. It does find him. Nesca getting hit with a Kindred Shot right after by Mizik. And Mizik is going to go for that a little bit of the Breath of the Dying play style. Evasion coming out for Mizik, and Nesca just going for a feint and trying to see if he can just outrun Mizik for a little bit, trying not to commit too many cooldowns that early. You can actually see the green rogue, the green maw versus Mizik. He got that elite maw set, dude. Look at this man. He got himself the full Mechanome setup. He actually got his Mechanome clones available. They're going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be a little bit of Echo and Void, I think, for Mizik right now. Double trick coming out for both of the rogues, and Nesca popping that evasion. Cloak of Shadows up for Mizik. Take as little damage as possible. Who's going to get the next stun here? I think the next stun wins. Nesca even rotating Cloak of Shadows as well. So whoever gets the first stun, I think wins. You got to go for a full Vendetta. Kindred Shot coming down onto Mizik. Nesca not really committing too much damage, just trying to reapply the dots. Mizik gonna go for a bit of a feint, I think. It's gonna be Kindred Shot on Nesca. Could be a lot of damage right here. Just gonna go for a feint on Knights instead. Cheap shot coming out from that Vantage Blind onto Mizik, and Nesca looking to walk away. As long as no procs happen for the Assassination Rogue in the blind, you should be good to go. Nesca looking to get a little bit of recovery. Does have a Warlock Hellstone to play with as well. He's going to get himself a Sippy Cup. Double sap into Mizik. Triple sap. Needs to open up. Full Kindred Shot. He's going to go for big damage right now. Getting the dots up and running at the opener. Actually going to go for the kiting setup. Going to be Shadow Step immediately for Mizik before he gets away. Kindred Shot into Breath. Looking to maybe end him by putting dots up and running and getting that Echo and Void to do as much damage as possible. Trying to just let Nesca go anyway. He actually has a limited amount of time. Nesca popping in Sippy Cup, but he's actually still going to go down unless he makes a play right here. It looks like Mizik probably will take him out. Kindred Shot onto Mizik. Kindred Shot run. Shortest Kindred Shot ever. Nesca getting hit with the shortest Kindred Shot ever. Safe to trigger coming up from Mizik right now. There's actually nothing Nesca can do. And Mizik's Mechagon Racial also got used there. Does give him a little bit of healing. You know, but blind him to pick a pillow. He's not going to trinket it. He did get double Crucible, hoping that would be enough to take down Mizik, but Mizik had himself a Sippy Cup rolling. And Pika is going to have to find himself a bit of another reset onto Mizik. Does get hit with a sap. Still dots are up and running for Mizik. Actually, tricky side of that sap. Is that really the play, Pika? Oh my goodness. I don't know if that was the play, but that trinket. Bold move caught and hope it pays off. Kindred Shot onto Pika. Pillow. Mizik can go for quite a bit of damage. Bardic coming up for Pika during the Kindred Shot. And Bardic follows up with Thorns. Mizik just trying to see if he can get away from him, but Pika Pillar is going to go for even more damage, trying to get as many instant casts, add the rogue as possible. Might want to just power shift out of this as possible. Needs to get a bleed roller to Mizik or something, just to make sure he doesn't catch a full reset. That's what I would do, man. I would go in cat form and just put up like a little rake on the guy to make sure he always comes out of stealth, or maybe a thrash by the bear. Mizik does come out of stealth, looking to get another Kindred Shot into Pika Pillar. No chicken available for Pika to really deal with this. Next Vendetta, I think it might actually be a Vendetta. Might be Vendetta actually out of the rogue. Lots of damage coming down. Looks like it is Vendetta. Maledict roll onto Pika. He's taking quite a lot of dot damage. Cannot kill any of this right now. Mizik just needs to get himself another setup. As soon as the Malleus falls off, and Pika will be down for the count. No chicken available for the Druid. Should probably not chicken that sap ever. Cheap shot into a Kindred Shot with a Garrod. Bash coming up for Pika. Chicken for Mizik right now. Just trying to end Pika. Doesn't have a lot left. Doesn't really need a lot. Going to be killing him as the Thorns come out. And Lycan looking to end him with a couple of conflags. That is going to drop down the Infernal. I feel like that's maybe too many cooldowns used just to take down one rogue, but that's what he decided to go for. Arsonist is going to be up next right before he gets hit with that Rain of Fire and the stun. He does get away. Looks like Lycan's pretty corrupted, man. Hopefully he doesn't nuke himself down. When you guys run a lot of corruptions, you really could do more harm yourself than good. It's going to be Succubus CC onto Arsonist, but it looks like Infernal is going to get him out of that Succubus CC immediately with that Radiant Immolation Aura. Going to be a Death Coil rolling up onto the Rogue. A couple of Chaos Bolts for free for Lycan. Lots of damage on Arsonist. The Infernal does dissipate as the second Chaos Bolt come out. I'm not sure if it empowers the second Chaos Bolt either way. That's going to be Lycan with that wall. It's going to be able to get a couple free casts into Arsonist. Arsonist, did he just try to kick him while the wall was up and running? Hopefully he didn't. Vanish coming out for the Rogue, but he gets out of it immediately. That Echo and Void is put in combat as soon as possible. That's going to be a Succubus CC by Arsonist. Trickets out of the Succubus CC. Could be Fear to take him out. Fear and a Chaos Bolt right after. Arsonist doesn't have a lot of health. Immolation coming out next, and oh my god, the Stars proc comes out for Lycan. He had a lot of corruption. I was trying to figure out what corruptions does he work for. Maybe the Stars. And if Stars is the only corruption he really got, then it wasn't really giving him a lot of opportunity to get a lot of damage there. Dots coming now by Sylvia. Lycan coming out of the corner. That's going to be a Thing from Beyond attacking him, dude. That Thing from Beyond, if it procs on him. It's procced again. He actually might die to the Thing from Beyond running from it, dude. He's got the bear on one side. You got Thing from Beyond on the other chasing after him. It's going bigger and bigger every single time. Sylvia does actually get himself a little bit of line of sight. Looks like Sylvia is also rolling stars as well. Not only normal Boomkin stars, but also the infinite stars. Like it. Every time I believe it's the corruption works in such a way where every time you take damage, there's a chance. A small chance, and the more corruption you have, the higher the chance that a Thing from Beyond will spawn and will try to chase you down and nuke you. But it's going to be more dots for Sylvia. Honestly, you could just put some dots on Lycan. And as long as Lycan doesn't have a heal, he'll eventually die to his own Thing from Beyond. He's a Warlock. He can't really run away from it. As he hits the thing with a Death Coil. Got himself a Succubus CC onto Sylvia with a Death Coil to follow. Sylvia does get a cheeky globally in between of that. It's going to be Incinerate, another Fear for Lycan. With the Chaos Bolt to follow, actually does let the Chaos Bolt fly. I'm just looking at Lycan scene of the Thing from Beyond attacks him. Looks like he's actually had the Thing from Beyond maybe start attack him, using the cloak right now in order to give himself the immunity from corruptions for a little bit. But the dots are still on him, dude. The dots are still on him. It could be any time the Thing from Beyond could just attack him. Put him in a bad situation. I don't know if he actually really wanted to play that much corruption. He's trying to leverage everything he's got going on. I do like the part of the corruptions. The fact that you can get like all these negative effects attacking you, you know what I mean? But it's going to be a Succubus CC onto Sylvia. And it's going to be Lycan just trying to see if he can go for a full-on nuke right now with an Infernal. Chaos Bolt 1. Does he get a second one up and running? It's going to be Sylvia actually embarking him with a Frenzy Regeneration. Got himself quite a lot of healing off this. Lycan tried to get another Chaos Bolt rolling as well, but the stars are proccing hard for the guy. Faster to Lycan for a second, not getting the Thing from Beyond to proc on him. Sylvia not really looking good on health-wise, and down they go with a massive comp flag at the very end. Next up is going to be Zabbix's Lycan, the Corrupted Warlock, going to end up taking out everybody. Because he does get quite a bit of extra freebie damage from those stars and such, man. It really does get quite a bit of extra damage from the stars. I believe that's the only corruption he has, really. Maybe there's more like other procs for like stats. Maybe. Zabbix trying to get an opener onto Lycan, but he's going to eat a Chaos Bolt in the opener. Shadow Fury right after, not going to be able to do much with that Immolate. And Zabbix already taking quite a lot of damage. Stars are proccing already. That's going to be Thing from Beyond for Lycan. Not good, not good. Does try to kill it if you can. Wasn't able to kill it. Does send a Horror Death Coil and running at Zabbix. He does get a kidney shot. Tricky coming out for Lycan as he does Gateway out of there, dude. Oh my goodness. Chaos Bolts from a distance. Does Zabbix do anything? He can actually eat some for free. As Lycan had cooldowns up and running. He's going to have to go for Crucible defensively. Lycan, as long as the crippling poison is on him, dude, Zabbix can just keep the dots rolling, keep the slow into Lycan, and the Thing from Beyond will reach him every single time. Lycan is playing, he's basically 2v1ing whenever those things are out, dude. Random Thing from Beyond and helping Zabbix out. That's cheating, man. Zabbix still getting hit with those stars from a distance, but he looks like he's going to be recovering since no more dots and no more massive Warlock damage coming out anymore. Might actually have to resummon his pet together as well. Actually going to pull the pet instead. Zabbix does get himself a reset. It's going to be Sap and Succubus CC most likely in the opener, right? Garrode, Succubus CC to follow. Doesn't get the kidney shot. And that's going to be Lycan able to get himself a nice opener. Maybe a Horror Effect to follow onto Zabbix. Zabbix has a cloak shot. It does go for a cloak. Kidney shot onto Lycan. And that's going to go for maybe a little bit of damage. That's going to be a Thing from Beyond join the fight. Again, it's not helping. Lycan does get a Horror Effect onto Zabbix with a Fear right after. Immolate has a limited amount of time. Needs to take out Zabbix immediately. Is going to try to go for a Shadow Fury while inside of the Smoke Bomb Cataclysm right after. It's going to be Infinite Stars hitting Lycan to get interrupted in Chaos Bolt. Oh my god. Almost had it, dude. Almost had it. It looks like Silas is going to be... Silas? 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 Oh, dude, I'm gonna get your name wrong. But Silas looks like he's gonna be up next. Also looking pretty corrupted as well. Oh my god, I actually feel like Lycan had a chance there too, dude. He had a solid chance. He had a strong setup. And then it's just... and then he just... dude. He had a strong setup. Oh my god, dude. Strong setup. But the thing for me, I just eliminated him. Alright, we'll see if Silas has the same thing from Beyond attacking from time to time. At least he'll be able to outrun it. Being a monk and all. He got 2v1, dude. He's gonna get an opener to Silas. No cheap shot. Trying to go for a kidney shot. Actually, he's gonna go for a little bit of damage in the opener. Hit him with a Crucible. That's actually gonna be stars. Quite a lot of damage out of this rogue in the opener. The leg sweep immediately is gonna shrink it out of it. And Silas goes for a bit of a cast. That's gonna be no chicken available for Zabbix. It's gonna be evasion available for the rogue. And it's going to be the thing from Beyond onto Silas. He actually can use the thing from Beyond to add up to the karma, man. Silas needs to cut him back to the thing from Beyond. Looks like the thing from Beyond did lose track of Silas, did forget that he even exists, and decided, you know what, not even going to go at him. And Zabbix trying to see if he might be able to get Silas down. He's going to go for a vanish right after. Spinning crane kick coming out for Silas, but looks like the thing from Beyond is coming at him. Actually could kill him. How much damage? Oh my god! What? He actually died to his own thing from Beyond! Oh my god! What? Oh my god, this monk is way too corrupted. He nuked himself. That's the first time I've seen that in a 5v5 1v1 duel. What? Oh my god. Yo boys, corruption. Let's tone it down a notch. If you guys are running corruptions, just tone them down, man. Only take the ones you need. Wait until the cloak is up and running. Holy crap, it's gonna be leg sweep immediately by Chi Weaver. Hoping to end Zabbix. Zabbix has no trinket this time. Maybe a big touch of death could do it. Blind. Chi Weaver's gonna trick it out of it. Trying to get a Fist of Fury onto Zabbix. Doesn't land it. Still trying to stay on top of Zabbix as best possible. Zabbix has really not a lot that he can do to get away from the monk. Does try to step past him. That was a good sprint just to get away from the guy, man. That was a good sprint while he had it. It's going to be in cap onto Zabbix. She will looking to blow up some damage. It's going to get a Crucible rolling onto Zabbix into a disarm right after. Zabbix going to hit with a Fist of Fury right after. Throwing a Maledict at Chi Weaver. Trying to drop down massive corruption puddle onto Chi Weaver. Might be enough to get him down in a big old corruption. It looks like he might be going down. Chi Weaver does have a lot of corruption on him. Might have some of those negative effects come out. But probably not. And Murka is up next. Actually going to give this monk an honor duel. Actually gonna give him an honor duel. Probably shouldn't be doing it, but it's up to you, my man. Hey, that's honorable. That's very honorable for you. But it's a monk. You really want to give a monk an honor duel? Oh my god, dude. Is at least gonna get a VT on him and a Crucible in the opener. Stun right after. Chi Weaver does not have a trinket. Mindbender does get to join the fight. Chi Weaver does Dragon Kick on top of the Shadow Priest. And Murka, if he uses Greater Fate, he doesn't even have Greater Fate. He actually has Swap. He has life swap, but no one to swap with. That's so unfortunate. Chi Weaver taking a lot of damage right now. Safety chicken is up. Could be dispelled actually. Murka should be dispelling it ASAP if possible. This is probably going to be a karma for Chi Weaver any moment. Disperse is up and running for Remurka at 49% dampening, however. Not a lot you can really do about it. Does Remurka have a fear or anything for Chi Weaver? Anything just to survive the damage is going to go for a little bit of Vampiric Embrace. Trinkets out of the leg sweep. It's going to be Crucibles by Chi Weaver. Remurka going for a silence on Chi Weaver. Does he have enough? Disarm! And down he goes. That was unfortunate, boys. Dude, that was the first time we seen somebody just get obliterated by their own corruption. That was hilarious. That was funny. But I think that's going to be the good one and last one for the night, boys. Thank you so much.